again. Hopefully it will work better this time. All
Yes.
right.
You ready?
Share my screen.
All right.
Yes, we are ready. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Tea with Mr. Hooks. Today is Wednesday, November 16th, 2022. Welcome. Thank you so much for coming to our monthly meeting. On the agenda for Coffee and Tea this morning, we will talk about Fun Friday and more specifically, our Fun Friday show and tell day this upcoming Friday. We will introduce you to Mr. Brian, our program director of CCNY, our after school program. We will talk about academic intervention and of course, breakfast, very exciting stuff. And then we'll discuss school uniforms again, and of course, box tops, and then our school website, social media. And if you have any questions or comments, you will definitely have
interruption, Ms. Rena.
for that.
Please report to your room, Ms. Rena. Please report to your room. Thank you.
Okay. So let's begin. So our first topic is going to be about Fun Friday. So as you guys know, every Friday, in our school, we do Fun Friday events. We make it fun, not only for the students, but also for the staff. It gives everyone something to look forward to. So we always try to have themes, and sometimes we have pop-up themes. Like for the staff, a couple of weeks ago, we had pop-up flannel day, and it was just exciting. You know, all the staff came in with wearing flannel and took pictures together. It kind of builds a sense of community, and we do the same thing for the students. So November is Cultural Awareness Month at PS 123. And in order to celebrate our cultures, each class is going to have a show and tell day. Every class is going to, be in charge of how it works, more specifically for them, but they're going to set time apart in their Fun Friday day to allow students to bring something in, maybe from their culture, their backgrounds, and talk about it, tell about it. Someone asked if they could have their child wear something from their culture. Definitely, yes, you can have them wear anything. I mean, if you have specific things you want to bring into show, and then your child can talk about it to the whole class. So it's just a way to, celebrate our diversity and our cultures and bring our community together. Any questions about Fun Fridays or about the show and tell day this Friday? No?
No questions?
Anyone want to say anything about it? Or should we move on?
All right. Well, listen, good morning. And thank you, Ms. Kahan, for sharing that information with us. I am sure our kids are going to be extremely excited as we, wrap up Cultural Awareness Month. Our word of the month is gratitude. Gratitude. And one of the things that we're trying to teach our kids the importance of being able to exhibit and demonstrate a sense of gratitude and just be thankful for everything that they have. And is really, really, really having an impact on our kids. So we think that this Cultural Awareness Show and Tell Day is going to be a really, really fun opportunity for our kids, our teachers, and our school community to be able to share something about their culture, because we have so many different, we are a very diverse school. And I'm excited, and we're going to make sure we take some pictures, and we're going to be able to share those pictures with you on our school website, which we'll later talk about down a little later in the session today. I am Mr. Hooks, the principal of PS 123Q. It's so good to see all of you this morning, and thank you for joining us today. I'm excited for this conversation. PS 123Q was very, very fortunate to receive a 5-year grant with the Child Center of New York. And as you look on the screen, you see CCNY. No, it's not City College of New York. It's the Child Center of New York. The Child Center of New York is the acronym. CCNY is the acronym for the Child Center of New York. It's we have an after school program component. And I was very, very fortunate to steal Mr. Bryant from the counseling and school program to become part of our 5-year grant. He is now our current program director. And I think we made the right choice. And I'm extremely happy and proud that we do have him on board. I asked him to come in today to speak a little about the program. We know, and Mr. Bryan could talk about this. We've been going through the different models, parents of the program, and we're going to have to make some more changes due to budget reason. And he might speak about that briefly. But I want to first say to all of the parents, thank you for completing the application. And we're extremely happy with that. Now, there are probably going to be some questions. So we're going to ask that you put your questions in the chat for us so that we can answer your questions. I'm sure there are going to be some questions about after school for kindergarten and first grade. I will speak, I will speak to those particular questions. I get the opportunity of introducing Mr. Bryant, Mr. B. It's showtime, so.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Good morning. Thank you, Mr. Hooks. Good morning, everybody. It's good to see you. As Mr. Hooks said, I was previously the music therapist in the school, which gave me the opportunity and the privilege to meet with children and teachers, entire classrooms, and really get to know the community. And I think that this next adventure is extremely exciting. So as Mr. Hooks said, I am now working for the Child Center of New York. And the acronym that we should get used to, at least for the moment, is TCCNY. I should have said that, Mr. Hooks, just because we do have that sort of connection with every other CCNY out there.
Yes.
If you want to, parents, look up the Child Center of New York online. We have a wonderful website that shows all the different programs that are supported. It's not just after school programs or school programs in general. There are cornerstone programs, and the point of the grant that we've received, the 21st Century Grant, is to create a community school strategy, which goes beyond the school itself and beyond and extends into the community, so that we can use the resources of the community to strengthen the community within. And that is our goal over the next 5 years. And we're going to start with the after school program and move on from there. So, as I said, I'm a music therapist in my heart and by trade. And so I am forever looking for the creativity of our teachers and our children to motivate and bring us all together. Our after school program started quickly, and it has been a wonderful and overwhelming response. We have so many children, which is great. But like Mr. Hooks said, we now have to revisit and restructure a little bit because there are so many people who are interested. So what we are proposing to do is to have an after-school program that is directed by me for a smaller group of children, and then a feeder program from the DOE. And as we have more information, we'll definitely reach out and let everybody know. What we want to do is make sure that we don't interrupt the program and that we're always progressing and trying to provide the services that our families and our children need. So just generally, so everybody knows, the basic schedule is, for those of you who do know, who have children in the after school program, that's not going to change. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 2:20 to 4:20. 4:20 is our dismissal and pickup. And we really appreciate all the parents who show up right at 4:20, pick up their kids and bring them home to have a nice afternoon there. We also will maintain the Saturday Academy program in the morning on Saturdays, 8:30 to 12:30, and the 12:30 to 2:30 enrichment program will continue. Like I said, we're going to go through some restructuring. so that we can accommodate everyone. And we are interested, of course, in what the needs are of our children, what they're interested in. That is basically it for now. I just wanted to introduce you to the idea. And if there are any questions, I would love to do my best to answer them, or at least maybe we could talk when you're here at school and we could talk about whatever your concerns are or whatever your thoughts are. Are there any questions at the moment? Let me see if I can see the chat. No questions in the moment. I am here Monday through Friday, and at least for this month, I've been here on Saturdays too. So, if you'd like to chat with me about anything, please just come up to me. My name is Brian Panicook, but all the kids call me Mr. Brian. So you go ahead and ask for Mr. Brian, and somebody will direct you toward me. Thanks so much, Mr. Hooks, and everyone.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Brian. And I want to thank you for sharing that information with our parents. And once again, I do want to thank all of our parents for one, completing the application, two, supporting the program, and three, as you stated, just really for being here, on time, because it's extremely important. I see we have a question in the chat. Is that Miss Patricia? Can we get that name? Because that's our winner of a school hoodie. So let's make sure we get her name and her hoodie size. Congratulations, you are a winner for the first question of the day. Yes, thank you, congratulations. Let's get that person. So what was the question?
It says, is there any reading program in place for kindergarten? So we don't have anything in place at the moment for kindergarten in after school, but perhaps somebody else could field that question.
Yeah, so we're in the process of putting together the after school program for K and 1. We're really looking where we are with our budget. There will be a K and 1 program. Ms. Kahan, that's going to lead me into the academic intervention plan, which is going to be our next slide. So I just want to share with our parents, we're going to be looking to provide that additional support, the after school program for kindergarten and first grade. And the reason, the purpose of that is that what we realize that a number of our students need some additional support. The first marking period is over. We have reviewed student report cards. We're in conversation with our instructional leaders regarding their students' progress. And, we have decided that it is going to be in our best interest that we provide the kids in kindergarten and first grade some support. That program most likely will be starting after Thanksgiving. I want to make sure that we have everything in place to get started in terms of instructional leaders, support staff, and of course the resources. So yes, there will be a program for the kindergarten and first grade. I will be asking my parents, please just make sure that you have some idea of where your child stand currently with his or her reading level. I mean, kindergarten kids, normally they're already at 1 or 2 levels right now. But in terms of first grade, if you have a first grade child, where is his or her reading level? Where are they currently right now? It's November. I just want to share with parents my goal as a school for this year, that all of our kids, pre-K through 5th grade, there's an 80% proficiency reading level for all of the kids. So kids in kindergarten, I'm expecting all of them by the end of the year to be reading on a level D for kindergarten. First grade, I think it's a level, what is it, Bart? JK for first grade. 2nd grade is M and N. And 3rd and 4th grade, is definitely OP through Z. So yes, we will be actually providing that that support for the kids. Okay. Teachers will be asked to submit the academic intervention plan, which is going to be Monday, November the 28th. That is going to be the deadline for the instructional leaders. They will be receiving a memo. Okay. All right. Okay. So parents, please reach out. Reach out to you. If you have any question or concern on how your child is doing academically, please reach out. I see we have questions. I see we got questions in the chat. I see we got questions in the chat.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute. I was talking to myself 2 seconds ago. The other question though was for the lower grade, when the program starts, what time would it go from?
For kindergarten and first grade, it's normally a 1 hour. Usually it's 2:20. It will probably be realistically 2:25 to 3:25. And we were probably asking parents to pick the kids up by 3:30.
And that was the only other question.
That was it?
That was it.
Okay, all right, okay. Ms. Kahan, next slide. Besides after school for kindergarten and first grade, I think one of the #1 things that's been on the agenda is, Mr. Hooks, when are you guys starting breakfast? All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, and then I'm going to let Mr. Bart speak regarding the breakfast, what it should look like. We're going to start next Monday. A letter will be going out to parents today regarding our almost return to normal breakfast program. I think in my letter, I did remind parents, please do not drop your kids off before 7:30 because it presents a staffing issue for us here at PS 123Q. But as you know, we're always going to do our best to make sure that we're ready to receive the kids by 7:30. All right, so Mr. Bart, I'm gonna let you, have a little chat about, what it should look like for the breakfast program.
Good morning, everyone. So I know when I've been outside, it's starting to get cold. I think we're all aware of that. And so this actually has 2 good factors, I guess, to it. One, the doors will now begin to open at 7:35 to serve breakfast for students. So that will allow kids to come in a little bit early into the cafeteria. But with that being said, we just have to change how students enter into the building. Previously, kindergarten was always entering, well, if you have a student, you know which door you were entering in. Now kindergarten is going to be coming up starting Monday into that courtyard and entering the door on the right side of the courtyard. So when they come in, they come through the courtyard, enter the door, and they'll be sitting right at those tables. We'll have a staff member there. Parents do not need to come in. We will escort the students to the table to sit. And grades 3, 4, and 5 will come on the left door, which is exit 6, and they will sit on the cafeteria tables on the left side. If they are here early, they still can come in, because what we're going to do is do inside lineup then starting next week. We're going to try it out. So what we'll move is grades 3, 4, and 5 at a certain time. We will move them over to the auditorium where teachers will come down to pick them up. And K1 and 2 will stay in the cafeteria, and teachers will come into the cafeteria to pick the students up. So starting next week on Monday, as students come in, you come straight into the cafeteria and they will sit, and the teachers will not be coming outside anymore. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask.
All right, right. So thank you, Mr. Bart, for that. I just want to say to the parents, this is going to be a little adjustment. And I will be meeting with my team, because I noticed this morning my kindergarten kids were totally confused and lost, and the parents. So I'll be meeting with Mr. Bart and my team and Ms. Williams to talk about how we can really create a sense of normalcy for our kindergarten students. So Mr. Bart, we're going to sit down, we're going to talk about the kindergarten morning entry and see what we can put in place, because I noticed this morning students and parents were just so confused of what was going on. And I want to see how we can try to do our best, but we'll talk a little about that offline, okay? So thank you for that. Thank you, Mr. Bart, for that presentation. A letter is going out today to the parents just to let them know. Hey, parents, listen, cookies, yes. We are very fortunate to have a school store at Cookies. What I've been noticing that a number of our kids, for some reason, are not wearing their uniforms. And I need some help, okay? And my help starts with you, okay? I know everybody doesn't wash clothes every day. I'm aware of that. But listen, just try to make sure that your child is in a uniform. We're going to be working in some dress down days, which we can call, this could be part of our Fun Fridays. We are going to look to start that in December. But let's just please just make sure that kids are dressed in their uniform every day. If you need to order a uniform, you can go to the website, which is on the screen. If you need some support to get your child a uniform, please feel free to reach out to Ms. Liriano, our parent coordinator. I noticed she's not on the call today because she's downstairs. It is picture day here at the school. So if you need help with getting a uniform, please let us know. Let me know. You can send me an email. Mr. Bart, could you put our email address in the chat? My email, your email, and Ms. Williams' email.
No
Ms.
problem.
Liriano, email address in the chat. So if anyone needs any type of support, trying to purchase an email. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Yes. Oh, Ms. Kahan, your favorite time of the presentation today.
That's
I'll turn it over
right.
to you.
Okay, so good morning again, ladies and gentlemen. So our school has been doing box tops for several years. Many years ago, the box tops were physical box tops on the actual containers or boxes where you would cut them out and you would collect them and kind of save them in little baggies and then bring them into school. And then we would count them out, and basically each box top is worth 10 cents. So if we have hundreds of those little box tops, that adds up. And all of those little box tops, I mean, it really did add up when we had the physical box tops. Everyone was into it. We had the morning announcers on the loudspeaker every morning singing our little jingle, box tops, bring in your box tops. And it was like a big thing in our school. I really want to bring it back. So unfortunately, the companies did away with the physical box tops on the boxes. Now it's all digital. So when you do buy items like Ziploc and Hefty, there's so many products that have those little boxes like Cheerios, like cereal boxes. You don't have to cut anything out anymore. You don't have to scan anything. You don't have to cut it out, save it in a bag, bring it to school. We don't have to count them out and mail it in anymore like we used to. Now it's all online. You can go on btfe.com and sign up, register for PS 123Q. Or what I do, the easiest thing to do is get the app. So it's just called Box Tops for Education or Box Tops. If you search it up in the App Store, you'll find it easily. Put it on your phone, and every time you go shopping for groceries or, anywhere, any Target, Walmart, ShopRite, Stop and Shop, wherever you go shopping, you don't even have to think about it. All you have to do is scan your receipt, and it will tell you if you earn money for the school. So on the right over here, on the right of your screen, I took a snapshot yesterday of my Box Tops app on my phone. And so you can see that since July of 2022, I personally earned $34.60 for the school just by going shopping and scanning my receipt whenever I do. And then at the top of it, you can see how much I've earned altogether. But there's a lot of cute things. There's a lot of offers on the app. So I don't know if you can see on the bottom over here, there's a plus sign that says scan. All you have to do is press the plus sign that says scan, and it opens up your camera on your phone. You take a picture of your receipt. You don't have to, you don't have to put the private information or anything. They just want to see the products that you bought, and they want to see if it earned any money for our school. So it's so easy. I really wish more people would do it. So if you can, please get the Box Tops app, spread the word. It really does. It's amazing, because then we get checks in the mail twice a year, and then it's like, oh, what can we buy for the students? So we always use the money to buy. It always goes back to the kids, always. So we buy really fun things and cool things for the school, for the students and for the school. So please, I don't mean to like beg, but if you can get the Box Tops app, that would be great.
Great. Thank you, Ms. Kahan. Thank you for that. And once again, we're going to be just asking parents, this is another way that we can raise money for the school, so that when we're doing all of these exciting Fun Fridays activities, we can go out and purchase things for our kids and for our teachers. So please support our Box Top program. It's extremely important. Just please support us. And our goal this year is to see if we can raise $1,000 in Box Tops. That would be really, really, really awesome. Okay.
We did that one time. We raised, I think it was like $985.
Yes.
One school
yes.
year.
Yes.
And we bought, I don't remember what we bought, but it was something really fun for the kids, and they were all excited and grateful. And I really want to get back to that again. So.
All right. So I'm just going to say, we can raise $1,000 with everybody, just looking for those Box Tops. Let's go PS 123Q. We can do it. All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Ms. Kahan. All right. Now, Mr. Bart, before I go to the website, I noticed you were, and I'm sorry you cannot win the hoodie. You were number 7, one of my numbers that I have over here on my chart. Question. So who was the winner after you? Who asked the question after you put in your presentation?
Let me go back.
Yeah, just go back, because I saw someone and I wanted to, they were like my number 7.
So I'm gathering that's the one that asks about why the hoodies take too long to order?
Yes. That was Miss Alita
Ruette?
Yes, so she's the winner
All right.
the second hoodie, blue and white hoodie of the day. Let's see if we can get her size. I want to say congratulations to her. Mr. Hooks have random numbers over here that he select. So she was the winner. So let's get her name. It's a blue and white hoodie. Where should parents pick up kids from kindergarten? It's still exit 4.
That would be staying the same.
Yes.
That's for dismissal, so that stays the same.
Stays the same. Okay, great. That's what I thought. Ms. Kahan, you can get us back up. We can talk. A little about the school website and social media. Hey, listen, I want to thank Mr. Bard. I want to thank Ms. Kahan. I want to thank Ms. Williams. I want to thank everybody who's been part of our social media committee. We've come a long way. We have an awesome school website now. Ms. Kahan is my point person for our Instagram. I feel extremely proud that we have an Instagram account. You should be following us as parents. As you can see, we're on Facebook as we speak right now. And of course, we're on Twitter. I'm still trying to get used to Twitter. I'm not really used to Twitter, right? Ms. Kahan, anything you want to share besides what I just shared?
Okay, so the website ps123q.com is updated daily, definitely weekly. So if you are a 5th grade parent or even a 4th grade parent and you want to know more about middle schools, there's updated information about middle schools on our school's website, and there's open houses for different middle schools. So there's definitely updated information that you can check out on our website. And also flyers, like for example, the flyer for this morning, Coffee and Tea with Mr. Hooks. Every time we have any events, the flyers are up there too. So definitely keep that in mind whenever you want to find something out real quick and reference PS 123, check out the website. And Instagram, I mean, it's a lot of fun. We're definitely getting more followers on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I also do post on Twitter. Twitter's a little slower, but I think our most popular one is Instagram for sure. But if you are not currently following us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, definitely, look us up.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, next. And I want to thank all of our parents who actually participated in our Halls of Horror Halloween celebration. It was really, 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 really nice. And I just want to say thank you for just enjoying the experience. And as I stated earlier, this is our school calendar. Everybody should have received the school calendar. And as you can see, our word of the month is gratitude. And we're sharing this word of the month with our kids, and we're beginning to see the fruit of the labor as we talk about, the kids just talking about being thankful and just grateful for everything that they have. Next month, word of the month would be generosity, generosity, okay? Generosity. This Saturday, we're having our Saturday Academy program. We will also be having our My Brother's Keeper program, the mentoring program for boys, and My Sister's Keeper program, a mentoring program for girls. That program will start at 10. We will be sending out that information to parents today. So, question, yeah, thank you, Ms. Kahan. Question. You can always go to the website for the school calendar. It's there if you don't have one. It looks so awesome in color. So you can go to the school website and download. So let's go with questions and concerns, Q&A. It's that time of the day. Let's go. Any questions? Any more questions? Questions? No questions?
I don't see it. There's none written in the chat.
Oh, look like everybody is ready to go back to work. It says it's time to move on. All right. So,
Good morning.
morning.
I'm sorry. I have a quick question. Good morning, everyone. Mr. Hooks, I think I made a boo-boo. For picture day, I have my questions about picture day. For picture day for the 5th graders, they're getting a graduation picture and also a regular class picture?
Yes, that's what I was told. So tomorrow, the 5th graders, which is, the answer to your question is yes. Normally, the 5th grade picture would be later in the year, but this year they're doing the 5th grade picture and their regular picture. So they'll be in a cap and gown, purple and gold, purple for boys, gold for girls, and then they can take their regular picture tomorrow.
Okay, so I made an error and I discarded the form for the regular pictures. How can I go about getting another one?
You could just, this is Ms. Bruno?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Ms. Bruno, what we do, Mr. Bart, let's see if we can get her. I know Ms. Liriano is downstairs.
I'll text Miss Loriano.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. Just give it some more. Thank you so much.
All right, great. I have Miss Cerency. I know you're on. Ms. Cerency, you want to kind of introduce yourself? I know I asked Ms. Cerency to hang on a little bit after the meeting to talk about some PA concern. But Ms. Cerency, can you introduce yourself and members of your parent association? Because I know we're going to talk after we wrap up this meeting. We're going to stay on the Zoom. Is she there? Is she there?
Yes. Yes. Good morning.
Morning. How are you today?
I'm fine, Mr. Hooks. Good morning, everyone. My name is Loretta Cerency. I'm the PA president. I also have 2 of my PA members on Oh, sorry. I also have two of my PA members on the meeting also. We have monthly meetings. Our next meeting is actually December 12th. Let me just make sure. I want to get the date out so you guys could join us at our next meeting. Let me just make sure that's the right date. No, the next meeting is December 14th at 4 p.m. I'm looking forward to seeing all you lovely people there. Also, we have Miss Charlene Bruno and Miss Judine Alexander, my treasurer and my secretary for the PA.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. Yes, good morning. Okay. All right. So Ms. Sorensen and members of the PA Association are going to hang out with Mr. Hooks a few minutes after this meeting. If you want to hang out with us for a couple more minutes, we have to. It's no problem, Ms. Hawk. Thank you for joining us today. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm speaking to a parent, that is. I'm not to everyone. Yes, I do want to thank everyone, for all that you do. It's been a challenging year, and what we know, we're going to do our best to make sure that everyone, have an opportunity to share their thoughts and also share their concerns. And we want to make sure that your child and your children have an awesome experience here at PS 123Q. Okay. Now we normally meet on the third Wednesday. So our next meeting, that should be a fun one. Our next meeting is scheduled for December the 21st, 2022. That is going to be the week of our holiday celebration. Okay. That's going to be a lot of fun. So we might ask you to come dressed up for the meeting on that day. We're putting the schedule together. I don't know if it's going to be ugly sweater day, but it's going to be one day. So we're going to make sure everybody is dressed, and we want to take some pictures of the parents. And then I will introduce what I call the Principal Parent Club, PPC, right? And the purpose of that club is to help support the Parent Association. All right, okay. I think that's about it. Ms. Kahan, parents, if you don't have any more questions, I'm gonna hang on for a few more minutes so I can talk with members of the Parent Association and talk with members of the Parent Advisory Committee, which is the PAC committee. Okay, all right. I know they have a few questions to ask Mr. Hooks, so we're gonna hang out. I want to